Hi there guys, just a quick video today. I've had a crazy busy week this week, so I haven't been able to put together the video I was planning on doing this week, so I'll move that to next week. But what I thought might be interesting for you guys is if I talk about my top 3 tips for meeting new people and maintaining a sort of healthy social life when you move either to a new country like I've done, or even moving to another city, another town within your own country. So yeah, without further ado, tip number 1. So tip number 1 is not to worry about the communication. Now this one really applies more for moving abroad, but when I moved here, obviously I was aware that people weren't going to be able to speak English as the first language, if at all. And that there's a worry there that how am I going to communicate with people? And what I found is that you find a way of communicating. Certainly if you see the same people regularly, you sort of, you figure out, little phrases or, sort of broken versions of their language, your language, and you'll find a way to communicate if you need to. And it's certainly if you keep seeing the same people over and over again, and it sort of happens naturally. I haven't tried to do that consciously. Just sort of naturally I've change the way I speak when I'm with other people so they can understand me, and I think they do the same, communicating back. Obviously Google helps a lot with when you really can't figure out how to say something, but it's possible, and so, it's not something you should let hold you back really, or worry about it. In my experience, it sort of sorts itself out, communication, and the more you're in a place, the more you'll learn. So yeah, don't let that phase you. Tip number 2 is basically don't forget about the people at home, and certainly don't forget how easy it is now to communicate with people via the internet. So when I first came, obviously I didn't know anyone, and this applies for you guys. If you move somewhere, you don't know anyone in the new place. Probably, maybe you know a couple of people. I guess I knew Emmy because she was here, but you can still communicate with people from home as if you are still at home. You don't have to, that's it, moved away, never speak to them again. There was a time where that was virtually the case. You could send a letter now and again, or maybe a phone call sort of once a month. But these days, with Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, email, Skype, Zoom, you all know this. The recent pandemic has sort of showed us how easy it is to communicate from a distance. So we are more aware of it than ever, and it's really important you don't forget that. It's good for you. The familiarity is really important for you, and it's also nice for the people at home to keep up with what you're doing and feel a part of it, really. So that's my tip number 2, is don't forget just how much you can still communicate with people from home online, and make an effort to do so. And before I do tip number 3, the standard: hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, like the video, the usual. You know what to do, guys. It really helps. The more interaction I get on the video, the more YouTube sort of pushes it out there, the more I can grow the channel, the more content I can put out, the better content I can put out, etc. I really appreciate it, and everyone who's done so far, thanks a lot. And let's keep sort of going up, and hopefully we can sort of build this into sort of a bit more of a community of people who are interested. Tip number 3 is be confident about trying new places. So when I first came here, I used to go past, there's a bar near my house, I used to sort of go past it almost every time we went out because of its location, and I sort of thought, when should I try it? I don't know, it looks interesting, but then it's very small, and I thought, they'll have regulars, and I'll just be a sort of awkward sort of outsider intruding on their their group that's probably well established. And one day I was bored, and I sort of said, sod it, let's give it a go. So I sort of dragged Emmy out the house, and we went over there, not literally, but I sort of said, do you want to go? And she went. People are extremely friendly, extremely welcoming. I've met, you know, quite a few people from there. Almost all the English students I have now I've met as a result of going there. And same with other places we've been to. You just try them. That's honestly the top tip, is just try it. Even in your hometown, if there's a pub or something that, you know, you've always thought of trying but you're worried about fitting in or whatever, sod it, just go for it. The worst that can happen is maybe it is a bit awkward, maybe they don't really like you don't get on with them. You just don't go back again. You're no worse off, really. And best case scenario, you meet new friends, you have a great time, just go for it. And that's really the tip I hope you take away from this one. Yeah, just go for it. And yeah, that's it for this one, guys. It's a short one, I know, and it's a bit abnormal. It's not really the sort of thing I usually post, but as I said, I've had a sort of crazy week this week. I've just been really busy, so I thought I'd get some comments if you found it interesting. Hit the like button if you did find it interesting, and next week sort of back to business as usual. I have got a video I was going to do this week that I didn't get around to doing, so I'll get that done next week. And I am working on the video about my recent trip to Hiroshima, Okayama, Himeji, and that will be coming in the next few weeks. It'll take me a while to go through. There's quite a lot of photos and footage and things to look through in the next video. And stay safe, and bye-bye for now.